Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump has said that Washington may strike Iran again if no agreement is reached, revealing he was an hour away from ordering a new attack before postponing it. Talking to reporters, Trump claimed Iran's leadership is now begging for a deal as pressure grows to secure an accord that would reopen the Strait of Hormuz and prevent Tehran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. US President Donald Trump says he paused a planned military strike on Iran after Tehran sent a new peace proposal to Washington, adding there is now a very good chance of reaching a nuclear agreement. He claims the decision followed signals from Iran showing renewed willingness to negotiate, while also warning the US military to remain prepared for a large-scale assault if talks fail. Details of any planned strike were not independently confirmed. Iranian officials said their position was conveyed to the United States through Pakistan, which is reportedly playing a key mediating role in back-channel diplomacy. Iran's army has warned it will open new fronts against the United States if attacks resume, after President Donald Trump said he had paused further military action in hopes of reaching a deal with Tehran. Iranian military spokesman Mohammad Akraminia said any fresh aggression would be met with new equipment and new methods.
Pakistan has shared with the US a revised proposal from Iran to end the conflict in the Middle East, as peace talks appear to remain stalled. A Pakistani source told Reuters that they don't have much time when asked if it would take time to close gaps, adding that both countries keep changing their goalposts. Separately, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Bakai has said that Tehran holds no hostility towards neighbouring countries and that negotiations with the United States were continuing through Pakistani mediation. During a weekly news briefing, Bakai has said that the United States and Israel posed a threat to the region and that regional countries, particularly the United Arab Emirates, should learn lessons from recent developments. He also said that Iran maintained cordial relations with countries across the region.
US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has called on allies to intensify action against Iran's financing networks, urging Europe, Asia and Middle Eastern partners to target Tehran's banks, shell companies and shadow financial systems. He also said Washington would modernize its sanctions lists to improve enforcement. The statement comes as the Trump administration imposes new sanctions on an Iranian currency exchange house and a network of front companies accused of helping Tehran evade restrictions. The US Treasury also blocked 19 vessels linked to Iranian petroleum shipments as Washington maintained pressure on Iran. Iran has announced the creation of a new authority to manage the Strait of Hormuz, while the Revolutionary Guard said all fiber optic cables passing through the waterway would now require Iranian permits and supervision. Officials have warned that disruptions could impact global financial and energy systems. Qatar has said that there are no special arrangements in place for exporting energy products, despite ongoing disruption in the Strait of Hormuz. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Majed Al-Ansari said the closure of the waterway has complicated regional supply chains, warning that any blockade violates international law and threatens global energy security. Doha says only 2 Qatari LNG tankers have crossed during the crisis, while more than 10 fully loaded vessels remain stranded in the Gulf. 5 people were killed in a shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego, ICSD, a mosque and school complex in California, in an attack authorities are treating as a suspected hate crime. San Diego police said the 2 suspected gunmen, believed to be aged 17 and 19, are also dead after apparently dying from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. A security guard was among the victims and was credited with helping limit the scale of the attack. Officials confirmed that children present at the school inside the complex were not physically harmed. Investigators said the motive is still being examined, but the case is being treated as a hate crime due to the location. NATO's top commander Alexus Grynkewich has said that a planned US troop reduction in Europe will not weaken the alliance's defense plans. Speaking in Brussels, he said European allies and Canada are taking greater responsibility for regional security, while Washington adjusts its military presence over the coming years. Russian President Vladimir Putin has arrived in Beijing for a 2-day visit, where he is expected to hold talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi greeted him at the Beijing Capital International Airport. This marks Putin's 25th visit to China, with the two presidents set to exchange views on bilateral relations, cooperation in various fields, as well as international and regional issues of mutual interest. Cuban President Miguel Díaz-Canel has warned that any U.S. military action against Cuba would lead to a bloodbath amid rising tensions over reports that Havana may have acquired military drones. He said Cuba does not pose a threat to any country and insisted it has no aggressive intentions, but added that it would defend itself under international law if attacked. The warning follows a report alleging Cuba has obtained more than 300 drones potentially capable of targeting U.S.-linked sites, including the Guantanamo Bay base and locations in Florida. Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir says Pakistan's national progress cannot be derailed by propaganda, misinformation, or foreign-sponsored terrorism, reaffirming the armed forces' commitment to eliminating militancy. According to ISPR, he made the remarks during a visit to Quetta Garrison, where he addressed officers and faculty at the Command and Staff College and reviewed training standards. He stressed the need to adapt to modern warfare and emerging technologies, urging officers to enhance their skills to meet evolving security challenges. Munir reiterated that Pakistan's counter-terrorism efforts will continue with full public support, calling national unity a key strength. And at least 18 people have been killed in widespread flooding as torrential rains continue to batter southern and central China. Schools and businesses have been shut, transport and power supplies disrupted, while emergency crews evacuate residents from affected areas. Chinese authorities have launched disaster responses and allocated millions in relief funds as severe weather moves east and south.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.